What's good? It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boston Clinic, hitting y'all last out with another video. Now, amongst hardcore fans, Tony Harrison versus Jarrett Hurd, even when it was an IBF eliminator, people was pumped for this fight. People who really follow, the prospects coming up and these guys slowly turning into contenders. And now, one of them, hopefully if we don't get a draw or a felonious decision or some shit like that, not somebody falling out the ring, are going to be world champions. I think this is the biggest fight of the weekend in my opinion. Let's get into it. Tony Harrison, he's from Detroit. He got knocked out by Willie Nelson. In that fight, it seems that he was letting his hands go. He knew that Willie Nelson had one of them glass jaws, and we know Willie Nelson is 6'3", I believe. And punching up at a target can take some steam off a punch. And, Willie Nelson pretty much weathered the storm. He took it, and then he dished it out and knocked Tony Harrison out. And most people, said Harrison got gassed. It was more of him, losing his energy and unloading all of his punches out, more than Willie Nelson really knocking him out. And I have to agree with that there. But you can't take anything from Willie Nelson. He weathered the storm. He came with a game plan. And, eventually he executed and got the guy out of there. We know Willie Nelson got knocked out by Demetrius Andrade. We know one of the Argentine fighters, beat him up pretty good. And he escaped with a little decision. He's trained by Kelly Pavlik's, or was. He still might be trained by Kelly Pavlik's old trainer, Willie Nelson. But Tony Harrison, I heard he's improved. He's coming back stronger than ever. I think he got a couple wins under his belt since then. And we know Jarrett Hurd is a young, talented fighter from the Maryland area, the D.C. district. Very swift, very crafty. He reminds me of a James Toney. I'm not even making that comparison from talent-wise. He reminds me from a James Toney from the similar fashion where, he plots with his legs, but he moves his upper body and he tries to roll some of them to steam off some of those punches, and then he likes to counter off of that. So he's a very another big, junior middleweight Tony Harrison is going to be going up against. And then the down low on this fight is going to have to be, has Harrison learned how to, harness his power? Can he change speeds on his punches, or he's going to try to unload the whole kitchen again? And if he does that, can Jarrett Hurd, weather the storm? We don't know about Hurd's chin yet. And this fight is going to be a lot telling for him. We know Harrison, he's been in there with Golovkin. He's trained with Golovkin. He does a lot of good fight with different fighters. Pretty much it's going to be, what did he learn from losing to Willie Nelson? And, other than that, it's going to be, can he get Hurd out of there early? And then you think about, from a technical standpoint, he's a very aggressive fighter. And Hurd really let things come to him. He'll counter, he'll roll, he'll return fire, and that's what's going to come to, man. I think Hurd, I'm going on a limb here. I think he's going to weather the storm. I think he's going to roll punches, counter Tony Harrison, knock him out late, 9th round, TKO, new champion.